Welcome to No Man's Sky Survival Mode. What we're going to do is pick up the series after all the rush of the Pathfinder release and try and get back to normal. This is my green and all my indoor growing area. Now, just a couple of points before we kind of go out on a mission with our new vehicle. If you haven't seen that, you'll see it in a minute. They've nerfed lube. What they've actually done is that if you come here now, if you click on the lube here, you'll actually see they've reduced the price. I think they've cut it in half, and they've also increased the amount you need to craft. I mean, it's still valuable, you're still getting 20,000 a pop, but it's no longer the big money spinner that it was pre-update. So that's a change to the game. And the other thing is that if we come down here, we've now got ourselves a Enforcer. Tazan is now our vehicle specialist, and he's the one who's currently giving us quests. You can see I'm not going to read this. We've got to go and get some ardmandium. We need 70 ardmandium, and we've got to go and get it from a sentinel base, whether that is, to get our exocraft acceleration module. So that's what we're going to be doing in this part, is going out on here. These guys still don't have any missions, giving us any new missions, which is a little bit of a disappointment. And I've got to remember where I put my vehicle. I just need to make sure I've got plenty of resources. Yeah, got loads of resources, because our rover vehicle out here, you can see it here, I think I've called it the Silver Flyer. You can rename these now. So if you come in up here, you can rename it. It's got an inventory, but if you kind of put my thing over here, it says I can only between your starship and exosuit. But the only thing I can see is if you get some resources in here, which you can do by using the mounted weapon, you only seem to be able to send it to your spaceship, which can be a bit annoying. Now what we've got to do is we've got to go out and find a sentinel base. So I'm assuming I can't see anything there. That's my marker to a trading station, and I think we're going to go this way. Yeah, it's a pretty tough vehicle. We go across virtually all sorts of terrain. See what I mean? It's really yeah. Now nanite clusters. Oh, and you're still not immune to the old whiplash plants. See what I mean? Look. Bang! And if you land on iron or resources, it actually smashes them, but you don't get the resources in your inventory. So it's not a quick way to collect resources. Also, this will go up most terrain like this, and you can go up. But you need to get momentum. So they've actually got a momentum. So they've got a physics mechanic working, but it's a little bit, wow, I don't know. So we've kind of got ourselves turned round here. And I think I've just been zapped by a whiplash plant again. There's platinum there. No, I think we've got loads of resources at the moment. Look at that, I just passed plutonium. And what I want to do is see if I can find this base. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take, guys, so I've the same rules as when I'm searching for bases on a but what you can do is not the most powerful weapon going. You can sight it's not the most powerful weapon going. You can actually kill them like that. Say it's hopefully there will be a weapons upgrade. I mean it's reasonable, but it's not. As I say, it's not the most powerful weapon going. Let's just scan out and see if we can find some bases. As I say, same rules as ever. Where if I don't find anything, I will edit the video. Might nearly run into another one of those creatures. This is probably not the most ideal planet for exploring on, because it's got full of these great big canyons. But the good thing is I can quite literally launch off the top and go straight down. The trouble is I can't get up the other side, so we're going to have to drive. It says there's about... Oh, I've got another whiplash plant. I don't know if I can get up here. Yeah, we can get up here. Just up over the side. There's a base over there, so we'll just keep driving towards it. Oh! Luckily it rolls. Because there doesn't seem to be any flipper or anything if you land upside down. Don't want to go that way, so let's just keep... So there's a base over here. Ibdal crater. Wow, so what we got here? Ah, this is a mining area, so... I suppose... Oh, let's do this the traditional way. Okay, what's this? Ah! We found it, guys. Oops, no, there's... Activated. Yeah. Where's the sentinel drones? Go over the horizon. I get you. I've got the tool to do this now. Some more pugnium. Got enough pugnium to sink a battleship. That wasn't too bad, guys. And of course we'll drop a save. I certainly don't want to lose the progress we've just made. So it's in Aborg crater. And we're going to search the tech. So grab the Atlas paths while we're here. I've got to remember to click and hold because I'm not using mods anymore. I haven't checked yet to see whether the mods are okay. Where did that stuff go then? Oh, so we got 62. So we need more. I got... Oh, that's not fair. Oh no. Got another sentinel coming in. Gotcha. Let's check out the... What do we get? Do we get anything for that? So you get nanite clusters from killing sentinels. So we got enough now. And you can see there, I've now got a little bit of carbon from when I was doing that and killed that creature. Have we got enough now? Yeah, it's got 79. So I think we'll get back to the base if we can find it. There's my marker. My base is over there. I think what we'll do is... Oh, crud. Definitely going to have to get something to kill those guys with. Oh boy, this is rough terrain. Actually, let's get back to the base. Just check the fuel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it needs plutonium. The fuel of choice is plutonium. Nah, don't need thallium. I've got enough thallium to sink a battleship at the moment. Of course, what I've got to do is find my way around these craters. Canyons, not craters, what am I on about? I think we're going to launch off the thing. I can't... pressing the... I was pressing the jetpack to try and ease the impact, and I don't need the jetpack. We can just seem to be able to launch our way off of the top of... It's certainly going to make exploring this planet a lot easier than it was before. So we're just going to charge across the surface. I think I'm going to get hooked on these vehicles. I don't want to... Because it's certainly going to make exploring a planet like this, even an environmental one, because you seem to have environmental protection when you're out here. It's like this zinc here. We're going to stop and get that. If I'll park right on top of it. You can't destroy plants for some reason. I'm not sure why, but and I think we'll just go down. We'll get the... Oh, we've got you anyway. And I'm certainly going to kill you, the whiplash plant. Anything else here? There's some platinum over there, we might as well do a bit of a clean sweep. I think the downside of driving in a vehicle is the fact that you kind of miss things which you would see when you're actually walking across the planetary surface. There's another one over here. Get rid of you. This planet's very short on carbon, so I need to grab it when I see it. I think I've got all the birds. I'm trying to complete all the animals on this system. Then we'll get back into the sort of a flyer. Go back up over the top. Wow. Incoming storm. Oh, one thing I do want to show you guys. If you click X and if I can find the camera, and you can fly back up, and you've got a lot of flexibility now. So like, maybe I'll use this for taking the thumbnails. So anyway, that's a quick demonstration of the photo mode. You can see we're back on the planet. You can build racetracks according to thing. I don't know how we're going to do that. We'll be looking at that in the future. And you don't need to park elegantly. You can just go off here, and then if you go over to here, we're in the storm, but it's not no problem. Click here, and it will actually park it for you. You don't have to get a bypass chip or anything like that. So we'll just nip in here. Stabilizing. And our exosuit guy is this way. Or exocraft. Enforce a Tazon. Currently for keen rank close ally. I've detected sentinel depots. Yes, I've already seen all this. Exo acceleration module. I have the Arbentum you require. So detection takes the substance from me, using it as the basis for our exocraft acceleration mode. And of course we need our Mandian. Great. That's a bit sneaky, guys. So we might as well pick up the next mission. I left my consort and spawn behind on my homeworld traveller. I must know what happened to them. I must shed the last vestiges of my attachment. You will use the exocraft acceleration module to reach an encrypted transmission before deletion. In process, you can pull Viking minor laser technology from the network. Yeah, I don't really want to do that yet. Receive an encrypted message, I believe. I can't do that just yet. I think we're going to build the acceleration module first, because it says you need the acceleration module. I think we'll build the acceleration module first before we actually do that. So does that mean we're going to have to go roving on the planet again? And again, if you haven't watched my other videos, this guy now actually says here, you make a start traveller, let's help, and this show me your blueprints. This allows you to buy new blueprints for the base, and the ones, most of these are like decorative. You can see an inner wall for divided cuboid rooms, and some of them are quite expensive. You get coloured lights. What I do like is the idea of these, and I think I certainly would like to buy a health and a shield station. Pipe and Nip 45. It looks a bit like Nip is the new kind of lube. The trouble is Rickagen's quite difficult to get hold of, and Geknip. So you're not going to be able to get it there. Race Initiator. Platform acts as a start and finish line for the exocraft field test, allowing travellers to practice manoeuvring and speed. So that's the race one. small and accessible information and for leaving messages and viewing method. I think that's for, because what you can do now is you can share your base with other people, which I think is the first move towards doing a multiplayer funds in here now. It says here, come in here, it says you can upload your base to Steam, so people can actually see your base. I don't know whether it's just people can see your base or they actually find the location to walk around. Kind of like to, let's have a look and see these blueprints. I would like to, let's see if we can find, sorry this is getting a bit of a distraction guys, I don't know where you would find, I'm assuming the tech that we've bought, there we are. So we need 10 cryogenic, 10 circuit boards and 2 shielding plates. Wow, 10 circuit boards. Now that is going to be a bit tricky. I think circuit boards, we need copper wire, which means we need Rigogen. So we always come back to Rigogen. Okay guys, that is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I was hoping that I'd be able to get a quick build out of that. And yeah, you've already got 1,000 pugnium. We don't need any more. So I think we can just delete that. Get charm, sell that. Got suspension fluid. I think we can drop the suspension fluid into here. Got loads and loads of suspension fluid. Actually, what I could do is pick up the one electron vapor, one. It's my hyperdrive is actually. I really need to make some fuel for my hyperdrive. So let's do that while I'm thinking about it. Make the antimatter. I don't like travelling without at least something in my hyperdrive, because it's a good way to get out of trouble. And that means we can shove that into my hyperdrive. So we got 2 warp jumps, and obviously you can see I've got loads and loads of resources. I think once you get to vehicles and all that, resource collection isn't an issue. We can see here we got so much thallium. I don't know what to do with it all. Might as well just top up my. Might as well. There's no point walking around with it outside. You might as well just use it by shoving it into the system. Nothing else here. We check. And I think, kind of aware of the time, what I want to do is collect my key plants here, just so I can keep this growing, because you never know when you're going to need this, guys. I'll just collect the Mordite, and I think what I will probably do is I'll just let it pile up in my vault until such time as I actually need it. Actually, well, what I will do is I will still keep selling the lube, but I'll do it off camera, guys, like I've been doing before, because there's no point in. So we're just gonna pick this stuff up, and of course these lot aren't ready yet. Oh, we got a Gravitino ball. I will pick that up. I used up a lot of my Gravitino balls when I reconfigured my exosuit. I think this is my Gravitino balls. We'll just shove that in there to bring that back to 10. I think we can grab the venom sacks back, and let's just bring them all night back so that I can actually put the terrenium in there. See, we've got loads of terrenium, loads of antrium, which you probably could do with just taking that antrium and getting rid of it. So I've got a spare slot. Because believe it or not, I'm actually running out of space. All these, I've got 10 storage vaults, so I've got a little bit of space in there. Ah, I think this is the one. My Chrysogen. Yeah, I've actually filled up. You can see here, all these have got 1,000 titanium, 1,000 there. And I think, as I say, well, I can always sell the Entrium. It's even worth the effort. Yeah, we need to get out and find that. I think what I might do is, we don't really need the ship, but we know it's now mining stations. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go to Paterma station. I'm aware of the time. We're coming up to the half hour. I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. I'm going to keep this a bit short for this time because I'm a little bit overloaded on No Man's Sky. And what I want to do is show you the station interior just before I go, because the changes have been pretty dramatic. There's been a bit of a game reset as well, in the sense that things have got available. And if I kind of come out here, actually I want to try something. So I will go there. You can see here that the interior of the space station, the structure's still the same, but they've now got the new high-res textures in here, and that really makes a big difference. You can see here. But I want to try something, because the kind of guy who's in charge of the base, is probably the polite way of saying, is kind of, well, I've spoken to him and he's a source of nanites, but it does seem to be random. But what I want to do is, so he's a collaborator. Okay, I was expecting to pay him carbon. Trader looks weak from sour cunning and spins the data pad at me. You can see that it's a multi-tool scales per creature, the price of the technology. Oh, well, we got loads of cash. Let's pay him 1,000 credits. Provides a blueprint. He emits an amazing scent. Oh well. So you can still get tech from this guy. Sometimes you get nanites. Last time I came here, he gave me nanites. This time he's actually given me tech. That's interesting. Of course, we've got this new nanite trader here, but if I click here, you can see I've only got 129 nanites. Another good thing in here now is the log. You can actually see the log now. So it actually tells you what you need to do. There's here, build it. Which I must admit is really good, because I had resorted to writing down all the stuff that I needed to do because I couldn't remember. But I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. I mean, it's going to be a short video, but I think it's, you know, I think given the rush of videos that you're all probably out there watching for the Pathfinder update, I think a nice short video now would be fitting quite well. So this is where I'm going to leave it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.